Welcome to Timberland Farms. My name's Anthony. We're going to go check on the pigs. A couple days ago we had quite a bit of a windstorm go through. About 2 inches of rain we had. Washed a bunch of rocks and sticks and stuff down the hill and took out the electric fence. So I'm going to walk back to the barn, unplug the fence charger, so we're not going to get shocked while we go work on the fence. But when we do that, we'll go ahead and feed the pigs as well. But once we get the fence addressed, I'm going to go over there and feed them. It's almost feeding time anyway, and I got them a little special treat. It's slightly expired milk. It's not spoiled by any means. It does smell a little on the bad side, I guess. I wouldn't personally drink it, but the pigs are absolutely going to love it. So we'll top this off on top of their standard feed, and then I guess after we finish everything with the pigs, we can go head out to the wood yard and get some firewood cut up and split. Okay, now that that's unplugged, hopefully we don't get shocked when we go work on the fence. These piggies are hungry. It's about time for their feed. It's almost feeding time, but we're down to 4 pigs, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, and we pan over. Number 4. 3 of them already went to the butcher, and the 4 remainders only have a couple weeks left. If we walk along the fence here, we have 3 strands, but the bottom strand is pretty well buried from what the pigs have done. The top 2 strands are pretty much doing all the work to keep the pigs in, which is really all we need. I'll have to de-energize the bottom string here shortly. But those pigs sound like they're angry. It's definitely feeding time. But right here, this is what I was talking about. Branches and stuff getting caught up. So we're gonna have to address that. There's a whole hillside here, so it's gotta get addressed. And they're tracking me down. Not only is it sticks and stuff pushing on the fence here, it's mud sliding down the hill because there's no vegetation. It's probably overpopulated how much pigs I have in this, I think, 1/2 to 3/4 acre pasture for them. So there's no vegetation on the ground at all, and it makes everything rush down the hill. It's unfortunate, but it's what has happened. What I can do here with this guy, it's a stepping post, so I can pick it up and move it. Move this guy up a notch. And I guess I move you up a notch too. The hill. Got some big branches mixed up in here. Well, I got the fence off. I'll go ahead and move this guy up a notch. Move this one up a notch. So this hill is a lot steeper in person than it shows on the camera. And it really knocks the wind out of your sails and walking up and down this, I tell you. This is a really bad section here. If the pigs really wanted to, they could go through this. I'm surprised that they're staying in there. I fixed this last night in the dark. I didn't film it, just to keep them in for the night, and I was going to retention today. See how loose this is. Move you up a notch. Well, it's going to take me a little while to go all the way down the rest of the fence, so I'm going to do that off camera. I'm not going to bore you guys, and then we'll come back and feed the pigs. We made it up to the top. Timber finally found me, and all the fence is all taken care of. But I figured I'd show you what's just below the pig fence. Look at all the blue lines there. Let's go look. You can see the spider web of all these blue lines here. They all converge into that white tank down there at the bottom. These are all maple syrup lines. So we can make maple syrup. We have the horses just up on top of the hill, then we have the pigs. Then this whole section of the steep hill here is all maple syrup. We own to where that white tank is, all the way down there. Yeah, you can see the white tank. But yeah, all this is maple syrup. Even back in there, I got a couple lines that go way up the hill, way past where the pig fence is, and it meets almost where the horse pasture is. So, but that's currently out of season. You have to stick around for, I think, about January is when we start doing maple syrup. And this whole line here, that's a 3/4 inch main, that is empty right now. Actually, I'm going to work towards putting new laterals on that and add a bunch of more taps in there. So stay tuned for that, probably about January. But let's go feed these piggies, because they look like they're hungry, trying to find food. And come on, piggies, let's go. Yeah, they know what time it is. Come on, piggies. Well, this is how I store my feed. I use a 330 gallon IBC tote. Right now it's only filled this high, so there's probably only like 200 pounds left of feed in here. And when it gets this low, I got to do a little trick, so I got to climb up on top there. I climb on top and I grab my trenching shovel here and rake it all towards the front. Doing it this way though, make sure the grain stays completely dry. No critters get in here. Nothing comes and eats it. Doesn't get moldy, doesn't rot, doesn't spoil, and it can hold quite a bit. I'll just load this whole IBC up in the back of my truck with a tractor, take it to a local feed producer. He grows his own soybeans and corn and gets all the other necessary ingredients to make hog feed. And then I come back home, pick it up with a tractor, and set it right down here on top of these pallets. But yeah, now that I got it all raked up front, I can grab it with a drill. So from here, I can go and open up the cover on the bottom. I store my drill underneath here. So this is just a normal cordless drill, DeWalt 20 volt with a flour auger bit. Them pigs are getting noisy again. All right, there's one bucket. Usually I'll feed them 3 buckets, but we'll start off with this guy for them. Yeah, this should make them a little happier. There you go, guys, eat up. Figured while I'm right here, I might as well add the chocolate milk for them. You guys like chocolate milk? Ooh, careful, dude. Yeah, eat some chocolate milk. So Timber's starting to know where bacon comes from. But they are happy now. But they are a little sad that the other 3 are gone. You can definitely tell that, at least on the first couple days, that the first 3 are gone and they're sad. Their friends have left them. But they're starting to come around again. They're starting to be more energetic. They were just sitting in these wallers over here and not really doing a whole lot, just laying down all day, moping. So this right here, we just used a couple hog panels that we used to have in the pasture for their training pen to get them trained up to the electric fence when they were little piglets. This is the gate here. It's not electrified, so they know even when they're little that they can touch this without getting shocked. And we coaxed them in here in this little area, all 3 of them. So then we were able to take them to the butcher from here. So it's very lucky it went pretty smooth. Then we're going to reset this So then we can, because we use this for sorting, next time we're just going to load them all inside the horse trailer. So once this IBC tote's empty, remove that out of the way, back the horse trailer up, and feed them out of the horse trailer for probably a week. But for now, we'll leave this just in place, and we'll feed them the way it is. Now that the pigs are fed, we've made our way up over to the wood yard here. I have a start of an IBC tote kind of deal in my firewood racks. This holds one face cord. I got an order for one face cord of 16-inch. I have 3 more behind me, but those are 14-inch. Those are going to somebody else. So let's get this guy filled up. We got one order for one face cord, and then after that we can start filling up the dump trailer beside me here. There's a lot of leaves bearing all this firewood here, but a lot of this is 16-inch cherry and ash and maple. Now that we got our wood rack all filled, we can go ahead and start cutting some firewood until it starts getting dark, and then we'll start splitting. Well, we ended up getting a few pieces cut up, and now it's just starting to sprinkle, and it's supposed to rain even harder, and it's getting close to 5 o'clock, so I think we're going to call it a day. We could pick up on this another day. So I'm going to wrap up the video right here, but thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one. If you guys like to see a live stream, let me know in the comment section below. The last one was actually kind of fun. There wasn't a whole lot of viewers, but if you want to see one of them, let me know. I'll try scheduling it very far in advance, so you guys can actually scheduling it very far in advance, so you guys got ample time of notice, and then you can jump right into the live stream as we're splitting wood. But until then, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.